Alrighty, morning everyone. Hope we're all doing well. So we're out today. We're out chasing flathead, bream, jew. Probably that's about it, maybe a tailor. We're just out in the estuaries. Got a couple of little lures rigged up. Got like 1/4 ounce, 1/8, that sort of gear. I think I got like 3-inch, 2-inch plastics. So yeah, we're just going for a good old estuary bash. Hopefully we can get some good fish. So we've got up nice and early. It's freezing cold. We've got about 2-3 hours I think before dead low. So plan is to fish here. We'll fish that last of the run out, then we're going to make a run upriver. There's a nice sandbar and there's the water flows over it. Hoping we could pick up a good flatty off that later on, but let's just get into it. Let's see how we go. What do we got here? Hey, little flatty. There you go. First fish. It's taken a while. There's a little baby flathead. So we will just de-hook him, chuck him back. He's not what we're after. Well, he's what we're after, but he's very much the wrong size. So I was tucked more around the corner and I was just sort of fishing this this part here. And I've come more around this bend just to see if there's anything like in this channel as it runs along, and yeah, it's not too bad to pick up him. Oh, and there was another hit. It's a good start. Actually getting hits now. I think I might have been too far down. Sun's coming up nicely though. Seen 2 crabbers so far. So definitely, there's stacks of bait here, which is good to see. There's a big food source for all the fish, really. Oh, there we go. That hit like a flatty. Oh, he's a good sized flatty. Fairly light line. We're only running 10-pound braid, I think, an 8-pound leader, 3.5-inch grub. So this is a 1 to 3 kilo rod, but you know, it just helps with casting. And he's a good sized flatty, like I said. He's probably I think he's going to be up around that 50 range when he comes in. Pinned him right in the top lip. Oh, he's not quite ready. There we go. There you go, guys. He has gone 53. So he's a good size. Don't think he's a female yet, but he or she, that's okay. But really happy with that. First light, about an hour and a bit in. We've still got about an hour before low tide, but just hit that grub. So we'll let him go and we'll get back into it. Thinking after this cast we're going to drift back and then we're going to fish essentially all beneath us here. Probably do that, just sort of move around this bend, try and figure out what's going to work. Like moving into here has been great because we've got all this bait coming down from us, so that worked out quite well. There you go. I didn't even feel that take. I guess in a little flatty. Yeah, a little one. Back he goes. He was small. Leader's still good. Put another cast in actually, just on the back of that. The old cast and don't pay attention, eh? There you go. What was I saying? Cast, don't pay attention, hook up. Another nice flathead, probably that low 40. Doesn't want to come on board. Ah, he's spun on the lure and it's gone around his guts, because I was thinking to myself, he's gotten heavier. There's that one. 45 centimeters, so he's another nice size. We'll spare him down. So I was just about to move, but I think we're kind of getting onto a little bit of a technique here. It's a cast out, let it hit the bottom, don't pay attention, grab it. So he actually serrated that up a bit, so we'll give it a quick retie. So it being 8 pounds, you can't really get away with too much. Some people I know will run like 15, 20 pound, but it's too excessive. Too excessive. Alright, we're going to leave that spot, run to another spot. The incoming has started, so the water's starting to push up onto these flats. I just think it's going to scatter the fish too much. Went alright, we got those 2 good flathead, those 2 or 3 small ones, that bream. I sounded what looked to be a really good jew, but I don't know where he went. He was cruising around, he's disappeared. So I went up and down, couldn't find him, but that's just the way it is. So we're gonna go to another spot. We're gonna fish the back end of a sandbar. So probably throw the bent minnow, or I'll throw the small swim bait. But let's get cruising, let's see how we go. So we're going to start off with the bent minnow. It's a floating lure. So as it goes down, it floats up. It's really erratic, but I find for this style of fishing, it's really good because you can put it up there in the shallows and essentially just get it straight down and off it. It's got this super erratic retrieve to it. I don't know if you can see it in the water, but it's just, it zips, it zags, it does all sorts of stuff, and the flathead really seemed to respond well to it. Spooked one over there, I just seen him dart off. Here's the small one. So they're on the back of this, as I sort of expected. He wasn't big, he was probably that 300 to 400 range, like, yeah. Look at that nice long cast because of the wind, get right up there.
and just try and work it along this edge. Oh, there's one. Oh. Ah, pulled it. Drag's not even that tight. As soon as this water, it started to get a little bit deeper. So we're up a lot shallower, and then you can see there's all this shell and grit here. There you go, straight on. Well, it would have been 2 and 2 casts, but yeah. You get the idea. Yeah, as soon as we found this little bit of grit, we're finding the flatties. He looks like he's a decent size. It's always hard with this lure because they'll wrap themselves up. So it's really tricky to tell, have you got him, you know? Yeah, nicely done. He's about I think he's gonna go 50, high 40s, looking at him. Yeah, I've only just pinned him now. He's thrown one hook. He's managed to throw one hook on us. It's the problem with this lure, so they tend to throw hooks easy. Oh, there you go. Gets it done. Really well conditioned fish. So another healthy one for the day. This one's gone 51. He's not big, but it's just about the way you're catching him, I find. So he's a nice size, 51. Yeah, a little gob of his. So we've tagged this fella. It's always dangerous putting your hands in their mouth. Always dangerous putting your hands in their mouth because they tend to latch on. But we'll chuck him back and I'll show you the lure. We'll get back into it then. That's all he came on. So that's just a bent minnow. It's like a $40 lure. You can get like Crossfire do versions, heaps of people do different versions of them. It's just a 130 mil. But as you've seen, they work. Like that was just 2 fish once I got into the right region in very quick succession, drop one, land one. The other one looked to be about the same size. But what we'll do is we'll cast out, see if we can get another one. This is all they're coming in. Like you can see the bottom, it's crystal clear. Not crystal, but it's very clear. They're all just sitting right in here in this ripples. Oh, there goes one there. Well, there goes another one. He was an alright size one. And another one. There you go. They're here. Oh, got one. Straight. There you go. Straight on. Oh, pulled him. He was on top of that sandbar. You know what, we might throw the little swim bait on. Like this is clearly working, but I've got another rod, so I'll give it a quick crack. Oh, we're getting hits. Which is very strange because you think they would just engulf it, but yeah, we just got 2 hits then. A little bit different. I think there might be too much current, eh? We'll give it one more cast. Last cast. I think there's too much current here for it, making it too tricky. Oh no, turns out there's not too much current. Just had to slow it up a bit. Okay, nice little guy. He's only just pinned. Well, He managed to rehook himself. Yeah, so it works just as well. I can pole him because it's such a big leader. Oh, look what he's been eating. Look at that. Maybe it's not too big. "44 centimeters. So we'll send him back on this side. He just came on that 130mm jointed swim bait, jointed glide bait. So, leader everywhere and all sorts of shit. Well, we'll persist with this a little bit longer then. After seeing what was in his gob, that's a good sign. That's us dusted, done and dusted. It's a good session, good session. I'd have to check my tagging book, but I think we got 5 to 7 flathead. We got that one decent one. We got those couple of smaller ones, which weren't too bad. Variety of techniques. It didn't really matter what we were throwing. They just, yeah, like we caught them on the grub, we've caught them on the paddle tail, I caught them on the swim bait, and I caught them on the top water. So it's just good, eh? Like we fished, this morning we were fishing that sort of area, that big drop off, and it was a bit slow going, and you know, they came on when that tide was just about to turn. Tide turned, slacked off, did a run down here and hit this sandbank as the water's pushing on, and worked out quite well. So I'm glad I came down here, got a bit of entertainment. But yeah, that's gonna do us. We're gonna head back to the ramp and catch us on the next one, eh?